What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Chase and he's Sky, and today we're reacting to Dororo Openings and Endings.
And by the way, we're so pretty new to anime, so if you have any anime recommendations, please put them down in the comments down below. Like, Chase&Sky, react to this. Like, alright, we got you. Just gotta stay patient. Also, 95% if you're not subscribed. Subscribe, it's free! And there's a bunch of new things coming to their channel pretty soon, starting next week. We got Patreon and Discord servers, anime reactions, everything. Stay tuned.
Alright, let's get straight into this. So the first opening of Dororo.
Play it, Chase. Is that the sun? This is giving me like history vibes.
Bro, what kind of art style is this? It's like old paper art style.
Yeah, it's like something you see in history books. The color scheme's really unique to this. What?
Or they be hitting those notes though.
Okay. What is happening?
That went so hard.
Is that, did you just pull a sword out of his hand?
Did he?
I think he did, dude.
Dude, I was just watching him slice everybody up.
Headless horses? It's so bizarre right now. Bro, just getting hyped out of nowhere.
Yeah, his arm is a sword.
Wow, that was really unique from everything we've watched so far. This feels like I'm in the history books, looking through like old history pictures with this like color scheme and animation. It looks like a flip book, but not really a flip book. It's like the animation's fluid. It's like a live action history images like coming to life type of thing. We saw like there's like a sun inside of him, right? And then like he's in this like little hut, and there's a sun behind him that had the same color scheme and everything. So I don't know what that represents. Like maybe it's like because the sun's like the star, you know? Maybe it's like the star of the show. Another thing I noticed too is that it showed him with the female, right? And it looked like they're like holding hands or whatever, or getting close to each other. And then it switches over and the girl's gone and he's hurt. Out of nowhere, this fool takes off his arm and it's a sword. So is he like Terminator kind of thing, but samurai form? Because I don't think there's like any type of robots or anything in the past, right? So what if he's like a doll?
That'd be cool if he was like a robot, but since it's back in time, they did like wooden gears and like stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool because it's like merging futuristic stuff with like this far in the past with like samurai swords and everything. If he's not a robot, I wonder if he got hurt trying to protect that girl.
True. Another thing I was thinking, right? Like throughout the whole opening, it looked like he was like really lost and like hurt. And I'm wondering if he like got into this war with some type of group, and like all of his limbs got cut up. So now they're like fake limbs with like swords and stuff. And now he's got like taking revenge. And the same people probably took the girl he was with. So now he's out to get revenge. But I don't know about the kid he's with. Like what's his like?
I have a theory.
What's your theory
about that? So they kept showing fire over and over. They showed it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it showed like a building on fire. So I wonder if those people he were fighting against like burnt like his whole town down or something like that.
Bro,
maybe this kid lived in the town and is like an orphan now. So they like traveled together.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Another thing too, right? It showed headless horses on fire, which I don't think that was in the past at all, like legendary stores or anything like that. So that's just like I feel like that's just pretty random that it just appeared out of nowhere. So just right here, it seems like this guy's got like, getting electrocuted, right? And it pans over to a group of different samurais. So I wonder if this is like the leader of the group of samurais that burned his whole town down. Because this looks like, I don't know, it looks uncomfortable to look at right now. It's like all destruction, you know? It's like built up, just all destruction, nothing else.
I almost feel like that's blue fire almost inside of him.
True.
Do you think he could be like summoning like a firestorm or something? Because I mean, his forehead's glowing, and it kind of looks like there's blue fire inside of him.
So Chase, do you think that this story is mixed with samurais and a bunch of different power systems? Or do you think it's just strictly samurai stuff?
So I feel like it would be strictly samurai stuff, except we see this dude like
Yeah.
with a glowing forehead. So maybe he's like special, like you said, he might be the leader. So maybe he might be like one of the only ones that can do this kind of thing.
So Chase, we talked about how his hands are swords, right? But another thing I don't get is that he has like a sword, like holster on the side. Why would he need that if he has swords built into him? Like, do you think it's like a disguise to think like that's his like weapon, but in reality he's a whole weapon himself?
True, because no one would expect that. Like, put down your sword. You set down your sword on the ground, and then you just like take your arms off. You could surprise anybody like that.
Bro, like, what if someone like reflects your sword, you drop it, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be kind of crazy. So Chase, we talked about it a little bit, right? With these headless horses, like, what if it's actually a power system thing? That these headless horses actually came and destroyed their town, which is giving them PTSD. Because after this, it shows like memories of their like mom and dad or like people that they were with. So that'd be kind of crazy that there'd be like summons or some type of thing going on. I feel like that'd be kind of bizarre and like hard to face because, bro, like the fool's just a samurai, and they're over here summoning a bunch of different like ghosts and stuff.
That'd be so scary as a kid.
Bro, you'll just have...
You're just like walking through your village or whatever, and you just see like these summons running at you.
Nah, bro, you definitely have PTSD after that. Like, there's no...
100%. There's no way.
I'd be traumatized. Dororo Ending 1. Play it, Chase.
Okay.
This is like all hand-drawn type of thing. It's like a flip book. This is like unique. This is like reminding me like Mob Psycho's endings a little bit. Why's full walking like that?
That art is so cool.
Do you think the author made that?
That'd be super cool if they did.
But that was a ghost.
But blood came out of it. See how the kid is a different color? Kind of has like color to him.
Yeah.
I think that means like maybe it kept showing flowers. Maybe he's his flower, or like he's his sunshine.
Yeah, that's what I was like about to say too. Like the samurai, I wonder if after his village got burned down, he was like lost and didn't know where to go, and he saved that kid, which the kid brought him life, and that's why he was like all gray, like nothing, like he had nothing to gain or lose or anything like that, nothing to live for. But now he saved that kid. Now he has a lot of things to live for because he has to take responsibility for him, or feels responsible for him, and the kid's also helping him too, because he's keeping him company and keeping him sane.
So if he's with the kid now, do you think he'd be more focused on protecting the kid or trying to get revenge?
Like, I feel like he would protect the kid, right, and feel responsible for the kid. But at the same time, I feel like he wants to achieve that goal too, to get revenge. But he doesn't want to be stupid and mess it up, and also get him killed or him getting caught or anything like that, right? So I wonder if they're going to come back for like round 2, and then that's what they're going to fight, because they found the 2 like survivors.
See, I feel like that'd be really interesting because throughout the whole show, you could be choosing like either you're going down this dark path of getting revenge, or you know, going on this good path where you're with this kid and you're like protecting him. And he's like your sunshine and your flowers. So it'd be super cool, like him maybe wavering on the line.
Yeah.
Between dark and light.
So now you mentioned that, right? So while they were walking, the kid underneath was like a red shadow. Like I wonder if that means like if he didn't get rescued, or if the samurai didn't rescue him or whatever, right, he would be on a dark path, and he would like lose his sanity. So now they're both together, and now they have sanity and keeping each other company and keeping each other sane. I feel like it's just a whole learning process after getting attacked by a bunch of like a whole group of samurais and getting your town burned down. And that would suck, bro. Like, imagine you're the only two survivors. That'd be crazy. And another thing too, are they brothers?
I mean, they could be.
So we talked about how the kid had a red cheddar, right? But the samurai has the red like tattoo under his eye and like a bunch of like red stuff flying from him. So I wonder if he's leaving all that revenge stuff in the past, and he's getting like what he wants to live for now, and just like live his life.
So you said he might have a tattoo on his eye, right?
Yeah.
I almost feel like this is symbolism for him secretly like being super sad and like it being tears almost. As like flower petals or something like that. And just like right in the beginning, the same thing happened with these red flower petals. And right after, we see this.
Okay.
Like maybe a teardrop dropping.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like him secretly feeling like super sad about his village and everything, but not being able to express any of that kind of emotion to anybody.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be, I mean, to be honest, I don't know how I would deal with that either. Like,
Can't even imagine it. That'd be so terrible. Opening 2, Dororo.
play it,
Let's
Chase.
get it.
Blue fire again.
Might be that guy's power. Blue fire turned into red fire. I think I might be right.
This is more upbeat than before.
Yo, that is dark looking.
He has like no limbs,
Is that his
bro.
guts everywhere?
Ew.
Ew.
Bro.
Maybe it's like a side. I don't even know.
That was gross. It's just happy all of a sudden. Okay, bro. There's definitely something going on with this world.
So we saw something that looked like a ghost, and now there's monsters.
The character designs are flawless, by the way. Wait. Why do they look like... Did the kid look like him? Am I wrong? Oh, this is way darker.
Maybe it's like his past self or something. So it's not just a fake arm, it's like he can actually move it in completely. So it's like a prosthetic thing?
So is this whole body prosthetic? Because in the beginning, he was just on the ground with nothing.
Maybe he's like part, like half and half or something like that?
Yeah. I mean...
Like a cyborg almost?
Like a doll cyborg kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like he's made it...
Like, but like back in time?
Would they have plastic back then, though? Like, how would that work? They definitely have plastic back then, right?
Probably some form of plastic. It probably wasn't like plastic, but something kind of similar probably. Yeah.
Okay, Chase, but this opening was really upbeat and a lot of action picked up. It completely threw me off. I thought it was gonna be like the first opening, right? Something related to it. Nah, not even close. We start off with him on the ground getting eaten by insects. Is that the same insects that were on him? And, like, they grew? Like, do they grow off of like flesh and stuff? Like, how's it even work?
I honestly thought that maybe the like insects and stuff like it looked like it was kind of eating him or something like that. Maybe that was like his guilt eating at his heart that he couldn't protect the village. Like all his past mistakes were inside of him. But at the same time, like he's missing arms, so it makes sense he's like a doll or like part like cyborg hybrid thing.
Yeah, like another thing too, like who would help him and give him prosthetics? Because we haven't seen like anybody like with them on their journey yet. So, like, did this happen before or after the village got burned down? Like, what is going on here? Like, I'm just lost. I'm, like, getting thrown through a loop right now. So, Chase, they showed a bunch more characters in this opening previously, right? This character right here looks exactly like the kid. Like, it reminds me of, like, the kid's brother or something. So, I wonder if there's, like, a trader in the village and he wanted, like, more money or more power of the village. Like, something's going on here, right? Like, I feel like he's just being petty and join like this samurai group and burn the village down for just whatever reason. Because look at him, bro. He just looks like a menace.
He does.
Like right here too. It looks like she might be a traitor of some kind, right? Because there's a guy in the background like fading away like the memory, and she's up to the camera. So I wonder if like those two characters are in like a conflict about the village or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So listen, Chase. We talked about samurais running down the village and destroying the village, right? But now we see like ghosts and like big giant insects, right? What if like this stuff with it caused it too? I wonder if these characters like threw bait at the village and these insects smelled the food and destroyed the village too as well. Like, bro,
That would be so
if you
messed
do
up.
that, dude, like that's just messed up. Like there'd be like no survivors if you have to fight that many insects and hellish horses and ghosts and people. It's like, give them a break. So I like how the samurai's like destroying everybody, right? Like with the swords, because he's basically a fidget spinner at this point, and the kid is just sitting there kicking it while it's already dead.
So Sky,
Yeah.
they've been traveling together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like all over the place. We talked about them maybe being related, and that's why they're traveling together, or maybe he saved him.
Mm-hmm.
But during this scene, he like touches the kid's face. His eyes are completely like devoid of any light or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he has like this awakening moment. Do you think this is him regaining memories of their past? Because I mean, if you're that hurt, you could definitely have like memory loss of some kind.
True. I mean, especially if that in that condition that he was in, bro, he got like
Definitely.
brain damage or something, or like at the same time, maybe it's like rage messed up his brain a little bit because he was just focused on rage and he forgot like what his whole life was about. But now he's realizing that he's a person and he has like a lot of stuff to live for besides hating and having rage and all that, right? Or hold on to the past. Like already, bro, the character development's crazy off of just the openings alone. At the same time, like this story looks really, really, really dark, right? There's like a lot of destruction and stuff going on, right? But at the same time, these two characters are enjoying life to the fullest, and it doesn't matter what's going to stop them. You know, they're just going to accomplish that and try to move past it or push forward. You know.
In the very beginning of this opening, we saw him like laying on the ground with those like bugs grossly crawling inside of him. Do you think them being in there made him like part monster? So when he gets like really angry and fights, he's like a hybrid almost, where he's like super strong, and that's why he's like a fidget spinner spinning around like slaying everything. That's why he's so strong. So I mean, right here he has like shark teeth.
I mean, that is true. I wonder if he's like, I wonder if like there's like part X-Men, like he's immune from these like insects. Like I wonder if they put some type of like poison or some type of like radiation inside of him, which turned him into what he is now. And it could have caused him to lose like a bunch of like flesh and all of that too. And like he can't grow it back or anything like that.
Gosh, that's gross.
So I wonder if it does grow back, he'll have like insect like armor.
Bro, that'd probably look pretty cool.
That would look pretty cool. I feel like you would like feel gross too at the same time. Dororo, any team play it, Chase.
Okay.
Is that the sun again?
Mm-hmm.
Is this his perspective?
Huh. That's interesting.
I mean, I would imagine, right? Because he was like so messed up.
You think that means he can't see that well because this is all blurry? Like this is how he sees the world?
Bro, that would
Because maybe his eyes are kind of messed up? That's pretty sad.
Yeah, I think this is his perspective, bro.
Yeah. It almost seems like he sees colors incorrectly also.
So I wonder if he has to like rely on his instincts like majorly, like his sixth sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool.
So Chase. So now how we talked about the female in opening one, right? That he was with.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen her at all since that opening.
No, bro, I think he failed to protect everybody.
I wonder if she was like in a part of a different village and got attacked again by the same people, which made him go that like insect rage mode. So I wonder like if they were hiding out in that village, and the village or the samurais found out they was hiding in that village and attacked everybody.
So it was like double his fault.
Yeah.
They're there because of him, and he couldn't protect them. Oh my gosh, bro. That'd mess with your mind so bad.
Bro, like, dude, I don't know how you could like live like that, just getting attacked 24/7. You can't see well, like you're just like roaming around, like pretty much. You don't know like where to go, what to do. I feel like this is just a whole tough situation. Like this whole story, dude. Like it's really like a disaster after disaster.
But I feel like that makes it cooler because the kid, you know, saves him. Like he's his hero.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing how many like terrible things he's been through and how dark it is, it makes the kid like shine even brighter in his life.
Mm-hmm. And like, bro, like I feel like you would have to rely on your smell like so much, dude. Like it might sound weird, but you have like you just have to rely on that sense because like since his vision is like that, like there's no shot he would know that someone's gonna come and attack him or anything like that.
I mean, you could maybe hear him.
So at the same time, I wonder if that kid is like actually leading him too. You know, like a cane almost.
I mean, that'd be cool if like during a fight, the kid's like making call outs.
True.
Like there's one to your right, and he slashes him.
Bro.
So they like help each other the whole time. Where he's like calling out, he's it's his eyes for him. Or it could just be the monster DNA, like giving him like another sense, like a sixth sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That'd be amazing, honestly.
So one of the reasons I thought maybe he sees in different colors is it's a hand, right?
Yeah.
Pointing, but I'm assuming this is blood, but it's green.
Or he could be like discovering what the insects gave him, like power-wise. Maybe he has like some type of venom inside of him, or some type of like toxin. So he's like discovering like this new power of his to see like what it can do.
I mean, I wonder if it'll ever get to a point where he'll be able to like see perfectly again, if like the monster DNA kind of helps him like that.
Yeah, like kind of like Spider-Man almost, where he gets bit by the spider and gives him better vision.
Yeah.
Chase, I feel like these openings and endings are really unique in a way. Like this show is like really dark as it shows from these opening and endings, and I feel like it's like a type of revenge story, but not at the same time. It's like how he can use his resources and everything around him, and it shows us like how much we take life for granted, like the stuff we have. So I feel like this is just gonna be a really like great story for us to react to. Let us know if you want us to react to the show down in the comments down below, because I'm interested.
Alright, and there we have it. That was Dororo Openings and Endings. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below for more suggestions, and like and subscribe.
Subscribe, as always. See you tomorrow.